King H TCG here with another deck profile. So it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've just moved house, been sorting out my cards, been thinking of ideas of what to do with the channel. As you can see in my background, I finished my Organization 13 puzzle piece. Very cool looking. So I'll be using this as the background for the rest of my videos now. Unfortunately, with my camera setup, you can't see the full picture, so you can't see these guys over here or these guys over here. Hopefully in the future I'll get a better setup. The problem is I'm pretty much using my phone camera at the moment, so how wide it goes is not very well. So hopefully in the future you get to see the whole thing. Very cool, probably like my favorite puzzle piece. Very hard to do these black puzzles here. Took a while. So because I've completed this, I thought, why not showcase an Organization 13 deck profile. So there's a couple of them have been released. So Roxas technically doesn't count as an Organization 13 player card anymore. So the ones that are left is Luxord, Dimix, Axel, Zayax, and Zolden, and Zigbar. I forget about Zigbar sometimes. They all have interesting effects. Some of them get to attack more, get high power, have magic manipulation. One of my favorites, which I'm going to showcase today, is Luxord. So Luxord has a special ability. So at the start of your draw phase, both players discard the top card of their deck, and whatever level it is, whoever has the lowest level loses 1 HP. So something like this has a level 4, something like this has a level 1, so whoever did a level 1 loses 1 HP. So this deck is very reliant on Luxord's effect. It's kind of a little fun game you can play. Very aggro. I've built this deck trying to win as fast as possible. So more with Luxord's effect. So like all Organization 13 cards, similar to how Dark Riku and Ansem work. So you can't play any friend cards or magic friend cards, and you can't play attack cards. You can use nobody cards as friend cards, and you can use Organization 13 cards as friend cards as well. It states that all the nobody cards, their power is halved, and that becomes their support value. It doesn't say anything about the Organization 13 player cards, so from what I hear, they don't get halved and they just keep what they are. So Luxord starts with 7 HP, 8 support, 2 magic, pretty beefy by itself, and it's level 3, so you're pretty much going second most of the time. So your opponent pretty much sets up and then you go out and try and do the gamble effect. That's pretty much what it's called. So go through deck profile. So I play 3 equip cards. So this is the equip card that Luxord got. So this is it's just called cards. So card states that you can equip up to 3 of these to Luxord, so 3 support, so pretty good, but you're not really using it for its support value. The cards state that at the beginning of your draw phase, you can discard this to the graveyard, and the level of your gamble effect gets a +3. So, 99% of the time, if you're discarding one of these to activate, you should be winning that turn. But you do have to discard this before you start the gamble. You can't just do the gamble and be like, oh, I've lost by 1 level, I'm going to use this right now. You kind of have to choose before that, and that's the whole point of the gamble system, isn't it? So that's the only equipped cards we play. Down for this card is that it's a level 0, so if a card doesn't have a level on it, it's automatic as 0. This is the only card in the deck that has a level 0 to it, so you just hope that you're not discarding this by Luxord's effect. When it comes to Organization 13 cards, I play 3 Zolden, 5 support, 2 magic, and I play 2 Axel. So I only have 2 Axel, unfortunately. I would play a third because he's got 7 support, 2 magic for level 2. I thought about playing Demix, Luxord, Zigbar, or what's the other one? Zayax. But the problem with them is that they're either level 3 or level 4, and their support value is about level 5 or 6. So they're technically kind of worse than these two. These are probably the 2 most powerful ones as friend cards, so that's pretty much why I chose these over all the rest. So that's all the organization cards I play. Now to nobody cards. So I play quite a lot of nobody cards. This deck I've built very aggro, so the whole idea is that you hope you win as much from the gamble as possible while just spurting out as many nobody cards as possible. So I play 6 Dusk. So this is, a base staple in most nobody decks. So this card just gives +1 power to all your nobody cards. So the more you got on the board, the better. I play 3 Samurai, so level 1, 7 power. With Dusk gets pretty powerful. Play 3 Assassin, 9 power, level 2. Play 3 Dancer, so 7 power, not 7 power, 12 power, level 2, so this one's a pretty strong one. His effect correlates with Demix as a player card, so hasn't got effect, it's just a really beefy level 2 to play. This next card is Luxord's nobody, so this one's called Gambler. 10 power, level 2, so pretty easy to get out. So this card states at the beginning of your draw phase, when you use the gamble effect, you can gamble one more time while this guy's on the board. So it does stack, so if you've got 1 gamble, you got 2, 3, 4, so you can almost gamble 4 times a turn, and if you get a perfect roll, then you pretty much probably hurt most aggro decks because they usually have low HP, and when you go against a World Racer deck, you pretty much decreased half their health. So, a must-have at 3. Obviously, high risk, high reward type of deck. The last nobody card I play is 3 Dragoon. So this is the searcher of the deck. You place this on your opponent's world card, and you get to search nobody from your deck. So generally, I'll be searching this card. It's level 3, so pretty easy to get onto your opponent's world card. Generally, it doesn't stay dead in your hand. So those are all the nobody cards. Play 1 event card, obviously just to help with the aggro, help with the gamble. Hopefully getting quickly. Magic cards, so I play 3 Cure, and 3 Cura. So obviously the whole point is like, the unfortunate thing is that it is very luck based, and you don't want to and if you keep losing on your side of the gamble, then you need something to back you up. So obviously these help you. You have 2 magic support at the start, so these can be played at any time. It's just nice to have that extra HP. Because unfortunately I don't play any world cards in this deck. I just really couldn't fit the space. I could probably decrease a few of the nobody cards, but I've built this to be like really aggro. I know that if I played world cards, I would get an extra HP each turn. So I am thinking about it. I might tweak this deck. I might play Disney Castle, get the draw, get the extra HP. Might play a Destiny Islands of some sort, stuff like that. But right now I'm just not playing any world cards. I play a couple Heartless cards, so it doesn't state that I can't play Heartless cards, but obviously the Heartless cards are not friends, they just get used the same way. So the Heartless cards I play one Stealth Sneak, everyone knows what that does. One Aqua Tank, really like this card. I think, if you have space for this, play it. This card states if your opponent's world can have more Heartless on it, you get to choose one Heartless from your deck and add it to the world, regardless of level. So very powerful card. I play one Cave of Wonders Guardian. This card's amazing in this deck. So this card states, when battling this turn, all damage has to go to Cave of Wonders Guardian, regardless of how much damage they're employing, whether they have 40 damage they can do. You get all damage goes to this, and at resolution, this is the only card going. So the benefit of this deck is that all these nobody cards can also sit on your opponent's worlds. So if you have a couple of these on your opponent's worlds and you put this on board, very hard to get rid of. So that's why I play it. Play one Cerberus, everyone knows what that does. One Behemoth, similar effect. These three kind of have similar effects in different ways, manipulating stuff. Play one Parasite Cage, really love this card. I think it's like one of my favorite Heartless cards in the game. So this gets rid of any problem card on your opponent's side, and they only get it back once they eliminate this. So yeah, really like it. My last Heartless cards I play, two Dark Side. So this is just an interesting tech that I'm seeing how it goes. So this one states discard all friend and magic friend cards with a level 1 or less in play. Against Roxas deck, this card is super powerful. But the reason I've chosen this card is that, unfortunately, this deck, it loses quite hard to fill, and I have no other way of getting rid of fill. So, obviously, I had to figure out a way that, would get rid of it, and this is pretty much the only card I could find in the game that an Organization 13 card can play to get rid of it, so that's why I choose to try and get rid of these type of things. Another unfortunate thing about most Organization decks is that they also lose to Monster level 1. You can only have 3 friends in play at a time, so obviously this deck is very aggro, and I'm trying to spurt out as many nobody cards to get that, powerful attack, because I'm already at 8. So it's very strong. So, but there's no card that I can find that can get rid of this. If your opponent just sits on this and doesn't put any more world cards, it can be a very painful spot. But unless you know any other cards that Organization 13 can play, from my knowledge, I couldn't find anything in this game that really helps with this card. So, just wanted to say, the good thing about these Heartless cards is that they do have strong levels. So if I, end up discarding this from the gamble effect, level 8, I'm going to, beat most things. The only thing that's going to beat it is like their own Heartless, if I hit them as well. So that's this deck profile. My next Organization 13 deck profile will probably be Axel. Really think he's got a really cool effect based on his fire magic. I'm just looking for a few more cards to finish that deck. When it comes to the other ones, I might build them at some time. I'm still collecting a few more cards I need. I haven't got all the equipment cards that I want and all the nobodies. So in the future, I hope to build one of each, whether it's good or not. This is it'll be my interpretation of the deck. If it was competitive in some way, that's, I guess, the way I would have to build it. So in future, that's what I'll be showing. I got a few things coming in the next couple videos, couple cards coming in, couple friends helping with some decks and this and some pack openings. So hope you look forward to that, and I'll see you next time.